Attempt 3. Hey guys and welcome back to another video here. Today we are doing What If Deku Had a Dragon Quirk Remake part 1. And the reason why I'm kind of remaking it is because, at least in my own opinion, I thought, I was either doing it a bit, say, too fast, where I just straight up, kind of didn't want to really say what happened, so I was just like, and he just skipped all of this because he's fast, something like that, instead of going and what's more going on. And plus I feel like I kind of made him a bit too overpowered, so yeah. So this time hopefully it'll be more driven by you guys, meaning you guys get to make more decisions on stuff. So yeah, anyway, just getting into this one. As I said, this is the first try of it. First try kind of got stuck on the start of it. Second, I lost myself, and yeah, we're here now. Let's not make it a fourth. So yes, let's get into this. So, of course, catch on. Well, yeah, I think they'd be, around 3 or 4 years old, so they're in nursery. I think, kindergarten, nursery, and of course, Catchon would awaken his quirk, and of course, his quirk is explosion because, his mum. I think his mum's I'm not sure if it's in the same kind of thing as Catchon's pets, or it's a different substance. I'm not sure, and I think his dad can produce I don't know, something that ignites the liquid, the highly explosive liquid. And of course, those quirks work quite good with each other because one sweats, a very high explosive substance, and the other one can explode it. Put them together, and you get the explosion. Well, the explosion boy will catch on. And of course, catch on sweats in nitroglycerin type substance, which he can then ignite on command. Yeah. I'm curious, is it just highly explosive, or is it just highly flammable? And is it just highly explosive or highly flammable? Meaning, if he does it in say, in one way, could he, produce flame instead of an explosion? I don't know. You guys, of course, tell me in the comments down below. And yeah, of course, Deku would be going, that's a cool quirk, catch on. And guys just yeah, I wonder what your quirks are going to be, Deku. As by at this point they're of course friends. Of course later on it's of course more so in the start it doesn't really look like they're friends, as Katsune picks on him and that, but it's because we know he's quirkless, but in this timeline he's not. And I would say it's more, I would say Deku's quirk is not a genetical thing, genetics, it's just a random just out of the mutation, meaning just that just out of nowhere he pretty much became, his quirk just randomly evolved. So instead of being able to say breathe fire, or being able to breathe and control that fire, he's a dragon that can breathe fire. And yeah, and also of course, as you can probably see, I am reusing the image that I use and the that, which is of course a green Night Fury. And yeah, that would be Deku's form, because why not? But of course, no, at his age it'd be like a baby one. So, like in I was gonna say Race to the Edge. No, that's the wrong. Right series, which because that series is the How to Train Your Dragon franchise, but it's the wrong timeline. The what's it called? Dragons. How to Train Your Dragon. I've got the DVD. I've got it. I just can't remember it. Hang on, guys. Let me find it. Find it. Find it, guys. It's How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden Mode. That's what it's called, the Hidden Mode, or just How to Train Your Dragon 3. But yeah, like at the end, there's a baby, kind of light fury, like hybrid, but of course that could just be a green. Well, not like night fury, so a green fury. Yeah. Well, it'd be like a dark green, so it's still a night fury, just a darker green, with his eyes being like the light green that you see, but a darker green. So it's like almost a black, almost black, but a green. So like when the light, say hits him, you can tell, oh, he's green. Yeah. Where Toothless is more of a purpley black type, colour. If you watch carefully, you can see as the lights hits him, you can see like purpley. Anyway, yeah. So that's what it'd be, and of course, catch on, but like as time goes on, so he's now. Well, depending on when Catchon got his quirk, which I'm going to look up now because I don't know. More research. Well, I can't exactly find a age that Katsuki was at when he got his quirk, but it seems like his first appearance was at the age of 4, I think. Yeah, around 3 or 4. Yeah, so we'll go with that. If I'm wrong, tell me in the comments down below. Always, open to, finding out if I'm right, wrong. It's always interesting. So yeah. Anyway. So yeah, and of course, as it, as it seemed, in the morning. Because Katsuki, obviously he probably woke up that day, and somehow activated his quirk, and of course then he probably more or less showed his mum and dad, and then went off to kindergarten and showed them, and that's what we see. So I'd say later on, of course Bakugo's going, well, no, Deku go, I wonder what my quirk will be, Catchon. I hope it's as good as yours. And that goes, well, who knows, Deku? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. As they are friends, so he's not. Well, he's not going to start bullying him just yet. As of course, he knows he's just awaken his quirk, and of course, Deku, so Deku, could awaken his quirk any time, and well, yeah, and I'd say, say, of course, say, they're, say, going home, or, well, yeah. Let's just say, even though they're young, let's just say, they're at the, say, let's just say, say, the next day, they're at the park, and, both Bakugo's mum's Katsuki's mum's land, Izuku Midoriya's, well, Izuku's mum's land, like Katson's, well, you know, like say some Billies or, oh yeah, just, you know, like say out of the you know, like where, you know, the two parents can't see, you know, like an old, like, you know, couple of, like, at least maybe like 2 or 3, you know, years older, or, you know, like picking a fight on Bakugo, and, well, first say like Deku, but then Bakugo, and this kind of triggers something within Deku, and of course, you know, he awakens his quirk, but because he's young, you know, he'll be, you know, like the baby Night Furies. Yeah, the like baby one, and Bakugo's just like he can almost feel like this kind of like presence as Deku goes like move out, you know, like oh no, he won't say that, but like, you know, just no, I'd say he won't be able to even fly, as you know, he won't really know how to, and you know, they're like, huh, what's that, a dragon? It's like, is that boy quirk that we were just picking on, you know? And Banko's like, huh, like looks behind it, it's like, where is he, damn it, that Deku, you know, well no, like Izuku, did he run away? They're like, wait, but like, those boys just said a dragon. As you know, he looks to his to his other side, and well, to his left, as he sees, you know, a baby dragon. Or is I don't think that's gonna do much. As Deku, like, you know, breathes a green quite a hot green fire, as you know, the boys see it, and well, no, not even fire, plasma blast, look at a tiny one. But of course he aims at the floor, at the, well, no, not at the floor, at the ground. Yeah, and you know, of course it explodes, and you know, they run around, like of course, you know, their parents hear, and you know, the explosion, of course, run over to see, as the boys are just out of theirs. Like Izuku's mom's like, Izuku, where are you, Izuku? As Katson's like, he's right here, as you know, he's just like, hi, yeah, he's hi mum, I guess my quirk awakened. And she's like, as she then like faints, as like back and goes, you know, mum's just like, huh, so I guess, you know, you're the second ever person to ever, you know, get like a dragon type quirk. Cool. I guess we should probably I think we should, you know, go now, and well, say like go to, like, you know, I think we should go to the, like, you know, go to our home, as Bagger's like, well, I haven't had my, you know, quirk tested yet, haven't I, with the quirk doctor. It's like, could, you know, Izuku come along too, because his mum's, you know, currently passed out, so, you know, like, and we were gonna go shortly anyway, what me, so, you know, it's like, well, if I can get her to wake up, well, it's like, well, if not, I'll just leave, you know, a note on the door, well, on the table, just saying, you know, like, I've taken, you know, Izuku to the quirk doctor to get, you know, examined. And yeah, of course, you know, like, of course, they go there, they do the tests. Of course, Deku does end up, mind you, just before they go, Deku does end up transform back. His back goes like, are you gonna forever stay like that? Is it like just a permanent thing now, Deku, or can you turn back to your, well, I guess, human form. As there's like, oh right, that would probably be a good thing. As you kind of, I don't know, nothing's working. As back with his mum's just like, calm down, Izuku. Just think of what made your quirk activate, and then try and do the opposite, I guess. Yeah, as he kind of understands and through just he just barely understands what she meant, and he ends up actually deactivating it. And yeah, he's like, oh well, at least I don't have to live like a dragon. But yeah, that's interesting. And back over, I swear, like, I feel like I've seen that like dragon before. As yeah, and well, yeah, as she's like, right, you're right. Of course, far back in, I can't remember. That came out, I think, 2016, maybe 2018. I think around that time. I can't remember when it came out. And like around that time, it's like a series of movies came out from year roughly around 2000 to 2018. 3 movies were made, and one kind of TV series spin-off came out of it, which was called, I think the movie was called How to Train Your Dragon. I think that's where you've seen it from, that movie kind of franchise. And I feel, yeah, and I think it's looking at it and remembering what I can of the movie, I'd say he's a Night Fury. As Baku goes isn't that the fastest dragon in that series, man? It's yes, it's the fastest and smartest dragon in the entire series. Yeah, it's the fastest, the strongest, and has the high stealth and the smartest. All of its stats, in the dragons are maxed. It's the smartest one of them all. And of course he goes on, he's like, damn Deku, you've really got a powerful quirk there. Yeah, a powerful, dragon type quirk there. As, they go off to the quirk doctor, and he manages, to at least show, and he's like, well, I'm not really sure how, I'd say, trial and error to, learn how to fly, but yeah, it would probably be really, difficult at first, but as once you understand and as you get better, you should be able to fly faster, and then who knows, maybe you'll actually be just the kind of movie movie series, How to Train Little Dragon, the main dragon, Toothless. You may be able to even be the same speed as him, and I'd probably say by that time, well, yeah, it'd be around Mach 3 to Mach 4. Maybe you could travel around Mach 2 to Mach 3. When you around that age, maybe even faster, because of course you're training your quirk and that. And yeah, mind you, of course, he's also explaining to Katsun's mum, so she can explain to Izuku's mum once, yeah, and of course they do also figure out, so Deku now knows also how to activate his quirk and how to deactivate it, because obviously, walking around, everywhere as a dragon is going to be quite inconvenient. And yeah, they, of course, the of course next day then when they go back, when they go back then to nursery, of course. Well, no, when they get back home first. Mizuku's mum finally wakes up and it's like, oh, I must have been dreaming then. Like, I thought, for a minute, I thought I swear, I swear, like, I saw you as a dragon. As, Katson's man's like, you two, so Katson, take Deku up into, your bedroom. And it's like, as Katsun, knows. Well, Katsun, knows kind of what's going to happen, and she's like, "Oh, come on, Deku, let's go upstairs." Yeah, as they go upstairs, and she sits down with her and tells Pearl what happened, and of course she can't believe, her son, awakened his quirk, and it's, it's a dragon quirk, she's surprised and that, and yeah. And of course then, say the next day, of course he goes in and Baku goes like, Deku's finally, he walks in Deku's got his quirk. She's like, oh, what is Deku's quirk? It's like, I'm not going to tell you, you just have to wait and see. And they're like, oh, come on, Baku, can't you tell? It's like, nope, you just have to wait and see. It's like, oh, okay. As in, Deku comes in a couple seconds later. It's like, hi everyone. They're like, Bakugo said you awakened your quirk, have you? It's like, yeah, I just awoken it. It awokened yesterday. He'd be fumbling his words, just roughly, just like that. Surprisingly, maybe a bit worse, as he'd be flustered, as by that point, and his age only being 3 or 4 years old, he would get flustered when maybe roughly 10 to, I think it looked like maybe say 8 to 10 children there, and he's like, well, okay, stand back and I'll show you then. As he takes off his bag and he transforms into the little green dragon, Night Fury. Yeah, the Green Fury. Yeah. And they're like, oh, you look so cute. The girls are like, oh, he's, so cute. Yeah. And, the others are like, oh, Deku, oh, you look so cute, like that, as he, gets red, and, yeah, and of course, Katsu's not really going to say, what he is, and of course, they know, and of course it gets, well known as, I'd say, UA, of course, would find out, and, a lot of other people, would find out, well, it would make, it would be, breaking news that, a person at the age of 4 has awoken their quirk, and it's a dragon quirk. This is the second ever time that it's a dragon type quirk, and it's based on, and it exactly looks like the we were told it looks exactly like the, say, baby dragon at the end of How to Train Your Dragon Hidden World. But just imagine it as, green, as a dark green with a bright green, bright lime green eyes. yeah, you know, well, yeah, it would be wild news, and yeah, and yeah, and that's what I'm gonna end it. Yeah, so if you have enjoyed it, guys, like if you enjoyed it, and see more just like this, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video of What If Tomorrow Do, and hey, good bye.